Thank you, Sue. Hello, and happy Monday to all. This is Carla Thornton McLean with CLT Transformation Life Coaching. What I'm going to be talking about today in regards to my Monday's mindset, you guys, is I feel like very, very important, which I think a lot of us actually probably don't create that awareness for, and we actually do not. How can I say this? We actually do not think about it and do it enough. And that's being grateful. So today, my Monday's mindset is the transformative power of gratitude. Okay. Now, before I begin, I got a question for you. I'm going to ask you, and you might know this, you may not. Did you know that practicing gratitude can increase happiness by up to 25%? Probably didn't know that. Okay. Something I actually didn't know. I wanted to share with you all today. Again, that practicing gratitude can increase happiness by up to 25%. And who doesn't want more happiness? Okay. So let's talk about gratitude. It's the practice of recognizing and appreciating the positive aspects of life. It involves acknowledging the kindness, experiences, and blessings, whether big or small, that contribute to our well being. Gratitude definitely does extends beyond a simple thank you. It reflects a deeper emotional response to the goodness we receive and enhances our overall perspective on life. Okay. Now, let's talk about the significance of gratitude in your personal well-being. Okay. First of all, let's talk about it enhances mental health. Okay. Regular practicing, so daily practicing of gratitude reduces stress, anxiety, and depression. It shifts focus. Sorry, you guys, getting tongue tied today. It shifts focus from what is lacking. Listen to me, from what is lacking to what is present, promoting a more positive mindset. Okay. Number two, it improves physical health. Studies suggest that grateful individuals experience better sleep, stronger immune systems, and lower blood pressure. Gratefulness encourages healthier lifestyle choices and reduces the impact of negative emotions. The third thing, it boosts emotional resilience. Gratitude helps people navigate difficult times by fostering hope and a sense of perspective. It can provide emotional strength during life challenges. The next one, it actually increased happiness. I'm sorry, you guys, let me turn the phone was ringing. It increases happiness when people consistently reflect on what they're grateful for, taking time out to every day being what you're grateful for, they experience greater life satisfaction. Gratitude activates brain regions associated with pleasure and reward, enhances overall joy. Now, I want to stop right there and just think about that. Increased happiness, and I said that at the beginning about the 25%. In other words, is who doesn't want happiness? I want to believe that all of us want happiness. So, and the reason why I'm stopping right here real quick is think about this. If when they say you're consistently, you are reflecting on what you're grateful for daily, you're going to experience a greater life satisfaction. So, gratitude, when you're practicing gratitude, it activates your brain regions that's associated with pleasure and reward. So, therefore, it enhances overall joy. Okay. So, I just want to stop there and say that's pretty important. So, if you're actually not doing it, I want to challenge you to start today. Okay. The next one is it encourages mindfulness. Okay. Gratitude grounds us in the present moment, fostering awareness and reducing the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future worries. And believe me, I definitely was guilty of that, and I'll try to revisit this one. Encourage mindfulness is something that I actually had to definitely work on in my personal life, and that's when I had that transformation. But we'll talk about that at the end. But I'm just saying that because I'm just saying from my personal experience, encourages the mindfulness. Once you're mindful, it grounds, like I said, gratitude is going to ground you in the present moment, meaning the present moment, fostering awareness and reducing the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future worries. In other words, is if you're staying grounded in the present moment, okay, um, gratitude. We're talking about gratitude now, though. Fostering awareness and reduces the tendency to dwell on past regrets. Because in other words, you're not going to have time if you're in the present moment and you're practicing gratitude to be thinking about dwelling on past regrets or future worries. Okay, and believe me, I was definitely that person. Just sharing that. The role of gratitude in relationships. Let's talk about that. It strengthens, from the first thing it does, it strengthens connections. Okay, expressing gratitude toward others deepens emotional bonds. It shows appreciation and it reinforces trust and mutual care in relationships. The second thing it does, it enhances communication. When gratitude is communicated regularly on a regular basis, it fosters open, positive communication. This reduces misunderstanding and promotes empathy. Okay, the third thing that it does, it fosters a reciprocity, meaning, in other words, it fosters whatever you're going to give out, you're going to receive. Okay, gratitude encourages a cycle of kindness. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to extend kindness in return, enhancing social harmony. Okay, so it's going to be reciprocated. Okay, number four. The fourth thing it does, it builds emotional intimacy. Sharing feelings of thankfulness cultivates vulnerability and emotional closeness. It creates a sense of being valued and then loved. And I want to stop right there real quick on that one because I remember, and it's crazy how when you get my age, you get older, your memory's not like it is when you're 16. But there's things for me that I remember that's profound in my life that I can't remember from years ago, meaning very important, or meaning if it was very important or something even actually hurting me, deep in me in a particular way. So whether negative, positive is what I'm saying, that I can't remember things. And I do remember when I was younger, probably in my early 20s, a young person, a young associate, I'll say, of mine, made a statement to me about, like, in other words, what I'm talking about, sharing feelings of thankfulness or just saying thankful. Um, it seems like that he felt like that, in other words, saying I'm sorry or thanking you to other people, that he just felt like I said it too much. And I remember saying, I really don't believe, can it be too much? And he was like, well, I just feel like it can. But I just wanted to share that with you because I remember that person making me feel like so something was wrong with me. And once again, I'm just saying this years later, and it's just a confirmation for me that what we're talking about right now, it builds emotional intimacy. Share feelings of thankfulness cultivates vulnerability and emotional closeness. So in other words, is right, maybe because that's what how he felt. But in other words, is maybe felt like that if he did it, that he was being vulnerable. But listen what it says. It builds emotional intimacy. It's sharing feelings of thankfulness, like if you're thanking somebody, okay, cultivates vulnerability and emotional closeness. It creates a sense of being valued and loved. There's nothing wrong with, in other words, of being thankful or telling someone thank you for something. Okay, so I just wanted to share that with you real quick, meaning that quick tip, that lesson learned of where people in life can make you sometimes second guess or doubt yourself that something's wrong with you when you're doing something, how you say, appropriately kind, something that should be a given. Once again, certain things in life I feel like should be a given that some people just don't see. But anyways, I just wanted to give you that little uh, quick tip. Also, we were talking about the role of gratitude in relationships. Number five, it reduces conflict. A grateful mindset shifts focus from flaws to strengths in a relationship. It's reducing resentment and fostering forgiveness. Kind of go hand in hand when I was just talking about the emotional intimacy. So once again, if you want to reduce conflict in life, or if you're actually that person, maybe who stirs up conflict, or trying to practice on yourself that transformation, you maybe want to become a better version of yourself. A grateful mindset shifts focus from flaws to strengths in a relationship. Okay, reducing resentment and fostering forgiveness. Okay. Okay. And as far as I just want to stop right here real quick and say, as far as there's some things I won't be going over in this video, but if you actually want to get some tips, like practical ways to cultivate gratitude, you can definitely go over to my coaching website, and I'll have that, of course, included in the bottom of this video. Then you'll actually be able to watch the complete video in regards to this video that I'm doing from a Monday mindset, and you can actually get those tips. Okay. Let's talk about some common challenges that we may face. Okay. Many people encounter common emotional and mental challenges that can impede them from their personal growth and happiness. Okay. Understanding these challenges is the first step toward overcoming them and fostering a healthier and more fulfilling life. Here's a breakdown of some of those obstacles that I want to talk about, those emotional mental challenges. Number one, stress. Stress is the body's natural response to perceived threats or pressures. While short-term stress can be motivating. Okay, that's what it says. Why short-term stress can be motivating. Chronic stress can have detrimental effects on mental, emotional, and physical health. Okay. Number two, one of those challenges is the anxiety. I know all too well about anxiety. Actually, um, have come a long way in regards to that. But once again, that's been a part of my transformation, but definitely know all too well about anxiety. Anxiety involves feelings of worry, fear, or an unease. It can range from mild to severe and may interfere with your daily life. And definitely it can. Another emotional mental challenge, negative thinking. You know, those negative thinking patterns, which can become habitual, okay, a pessimistic thought process that distorts perceptions and hinder emotional well-being. In other words, that your negative Nancy, that negative voice in your head. Another emotional and mental challenge, fear of change. Fear of change can keep people stuck in a comfort zone. Well, fear of change can keep people stuck in their comfort zone, even when growth requires embracing the unknown. Because a lot of us have that fear of change. And like I said, it can keep you stuck in your comfort zone. But if you don't ever step out of your comfort zone, you won't have that growth, which requires embracing the unknown. Okay. The last one, lack of self uh, compassion. Many people are kinder to others than they are to themselves, which hinders inner peace and happiness. I'm going to read that one again. Uh, because a lot of us are definitely guilty of this as well. The lack of self compassion, meaning you can have it for everyone else in the world and you tend to, but you don't do it for yourself. Okay. So you're kinder to others than you are to yourselves, but that hinders inner peace and happiness. So in other words, you're having that compassion for other people and being kinder than them to yourself. So in other words, you're creating that, whether you know it or not, that peace and happiness for someone else, but you're not doing it for yourself. Okay. Very, very important to make sure you start practicing that. So I'll challenge you, if you're not doing that today, to challenge you to start working on that today immediately. And if you want to know more about the impact of personal growth and happiness and how to overcome these emotional and mental challenges, the visions, once again, my coaching website, I'll actually have the complete video over there. Okay. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about just a little bit, give you a little personal testimony for myself in regards to my personal transformation when it came to the practice of gratitude and how it helped me transform me. It hit me basically when I started practicing and focusing on more on what I have instead of what I don't have. Okay, because I believe a lot of us are guilty of that. I know I was and always beating myself up. Well, this is where I should have been by this age, or I should already have this in life. I should have already done this. And in other words, is I switched and I said my mindset. Once again, that's that negative thinking and showing some great, how you say, gratitude or even toward myself. So practicing that gratitude towards yourself. Okay. So in other words, is some things I want are, like I said, some things I may want or already have already achieved. Versus things I don't currently do have that are taken for granted every day. A lot of us probably are guilty of that. And I want to talk about, in other words, is some things that I actually give you some examples that I actually start focusing on, meaning practicing that gratitude of waking up every 24 hours that my creator gives me. Once again, a lot of us probably don't even think about that, but having that awareness that a creator doesn't have to wake us up, doesn't have to give us 24 hours. And how many of our loved ones, friends, or people that we know are now gone, they don't get those 24 hours. So when God gives you that 24 hours, having gratitude and being thankful for that. Okay. My health. So many of us are not in the best of health. So once again, being thankful for that. Don't be taking that for granted. My children and my grandbabies. Once again, I mean, how many of us have lost children? There are people out there that have lost their children, have lost their grandbabies. So once again, being grateful having my children and grandbabies still here with me. Okay. Being able to spend time with them. My significant other. How many of us have lost, don't have a significant other in their life every day? Mine is not with me every day, meaning like physically because of what he does for a living, but I am still grateful that I actually still have him here, even if it means physically he's not here every day because of what he does for a living. But I'm grateful for that. Okay. My mother and siblings. Okay. My mother is still here. How many of us, I love, our mother's not here. So once again, waking up, not taking that for granted. Okay. My siblings, and some of them I actually don't talk to every day, don't necessarily actually get along with. But the bottom line is a lot of people, once again, have lost their siblings. Mine are still here. My mother and my siblings. And I wanted to talk about, like I said, like something that I actually want for myself. I'm hard on myself. Always had vehicles, still do not have, haven't achieved a meaning, got that car that I actually, that vehicle that I want. But once again, practicing that gratitude and being grateful. Once I walk out this door every day, there are any given day, every day, 3 or 4 cars sitting out front that I can actually jump in and just take off in. Okay. So in other words, when I start, like I said, changing that mindset and having, being grateful for that I mean, people don't have a vehicle at all. They don't have one to go out and jump in versus 3 or 4. If just any given day, jump out and just go take off wherever you need to go. Okay. Once again, practicing that gratitude. Building a building for my business. I'm actually on here talking to you all right now, but yes, it's something that, yes, do I, is a goal or desire? Yes, having a building for coaching business. Okay. But once again, is practicing that gratitude. I don't have to have a business at all in the first place. Okay. And maybe it didn't even start it. I did start it. So it's what I'm saying, practicing that gratitude. Okay. But what if you had never started? You did start it. No, you're actually doing it from home, not in your building or in your sessions or virtual sessions. But the bottom line is being thankful that you, first of all, you even started it, thankful for even having a client and clients. Bottom line is, and being able to even do them. In other words, even if you don't have a building, once again, replacing that negative with a positive. Okay. Being grateful. Um, Particular income level in my business. Yes, I want to be at a particular income level in my business, but once again, could not have a business at all. Could not have any income coming in from my businesses, but I do. So in other words, is practicing that gratitude. And like I said, I just want to share you all with it. Once I learned how you stop having that negative Nancy, I call it Carla, my critic Carla, and my negative voices. Criticizing Carla is what I call her. In other words, is and I have to learn how to within a 5 second rule. We'll talk about it at a different time. I've already got to be a video out there about that, and believe me, it works. Replacing those negative thoughts with positive thoughts within 5 seconds and changing your mindset. So that was, I just want to go over that with you as far as me practicing gratitude and being grateful that takes care and removes all of that. I want to go back what we were talking about earlier. Was I was talking about uh, encouraging mindfulness. Gratitude grounds us in present moment, fostering awareness and reducing the tendency to dwell on past regrets or future worries. In other words, is once that was actually all removed from me, and once again I start practicing gratitude, I don't have those worries. You don't have those negative thoughts anymore. And once again, if they creep into your mind, for me, I like to call it that criticizing Carla, I replace it within 5 seconds something positive once again in practicing that gratitude, okay, being grateful. Okay. Now, I would love for you to share your own experiences with gratitude in the comment section. So I would love to hear from you. And I would also at this time like to invite you to watch another related video on personal development and make sure you're not missing out by subscribing to my YouTube channel. Okay. And you all take care. Have a marvelous Monday. Bye for now.